Is that it?
I'm on.
That's it?
What's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going, bro?
What's up, guy? I'm pretty excited for this.
Yeah. I did one with Vanessa the other day, and I was talking about oh shit, I left my window open. Do you think I should shut it?
I don't know. There might be some like funny homeless guy like yelling into there.
I wanted to leave the window open just because, I wanted the ambiance of... Is that how you say it? Ambiance?
I think so. I think in that
Okay.
setting. I usually say ambient, but I think ambiance is gotta be ambiance.
Is it like an aunt situation?
Yeah, I definitely say ant.
I say aunt too. Vanessa says aunt.
Yeah, it's kind of like chocolat.
Chocolat.
Yeah,
I remember Brittany was yelling at me one day because I said Nevada. I always say Nevada.
Oh yeah,
It's Nevada.
are you
Yeah.
even from Chicago, bro?
No, I am. I just, would you say roof or roof?
Definitely roof.
Roof. Going up on the roof.
Roof.
Okay, I'm gonna shut this window because these the landscapers
Mega distracting.
It sounds like a saw. I don't know what they could be doing.
I can't even hear it.
Okay. Wait, I think they're done. They're gonna keep going. Okay, I'm gonna shut it.
Well, go do it.
All right.
You're thinking about it.
Hey.
But I was thinking of the chocolat because of I Love You, Man, because I finally watched it.
Bro, I've been telling you to watch that for, I don't know, like 5-6 years now.
Well, I wanted to watch it with you.
We've never watched a movie together, have we?
No, because watching movies is a waste of time.
Huge waste of time.
Like,
Yeah, don't watch movies.
I think it's funny because like I'll make videos and stuff, but like I don't really watch much.
Dude, that's the whole thing where, like, I'd rather make one than watch one, but I don't make movies. I don't do it. But I'm like, why would I watch somebody else's movie?
It's like sports to me. It's like, well,
Yeah.
I like playing sports, but like I've watched like 3 Super Bowls in my lifetime. That's it.
I can't get into it. And when I watch it, I want to play. That's the whole thing about it. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you're like, I can do that.
It's like going to
do that.
I know, it's like going to a concert. You're looking at them up there. They're having a fucking blast, and I'm sitting down there like, yo,
Right?
I want to go.
I don't know. But yeah, the movie was good, dude. It was definitely you and I. You definitely ruined my life.
Got to give him some more blowy J's. Is that what he called it?
Dude.
Blowy J's?
I don't even remember. But it reminded me of like you because like after the fact, he's like hey Pete, can you be a tree real quick?
What did he say?
He said, can you be a tree real quick while they're eating like the pineapple sorbet like out of the thing? And he's like, I feel like I really blew it with your family and whatever, like right in front of everything. And I feel like I could I saw like you like when you were trying to give like a toast at like my wedding, and like I invited you to be part of the wedding, and you're like, yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
All your friends got married, and all my friends are dogs, man. They are dogging it up. They're chasing the ladies. Every single one of my friends is a dog, and they're like, why are you not a dog? I'm like, well, relationships can be fulfilling and fun, and having a partner for everything is really nice. And I think you sold me on that. I think you sold me on the, not being a dog.
An actual decent relationship.
Well, okay, I won't say that. I think that you're a good boy, man. You're a good boy. You're a good boy, and I have tendencies to be a bad boy. Just do bad boy things, And I think you inspired me to be a better man.
Well, you're welcome.
Cheers.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, cheers.
I got this I don't know. It's not really a post-workout thing, but I do it after the post-workout. It's like it's called Relight. I don't know. It's like a
What's it called?
Relight. It's like electrolytes and like the salts and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That electrolyte water is
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I've been like chugging these like after a workout, or like chugging like some cold water instead of coffee lately. Like instead of like I'll have like one coffee a day, maybe two, but then like it gives you that anxiety, So I was like trying to drink like some ice cold water a little bit, and then what I like is just like plain like seltzer or like mineral seltzer stuff. Like instead of a coffee, the salt water thingy is nice. I want to get like a greens drink juice smoothie thingy.
Mm-hmm.
But the good ones are expensive. Like like the one that like they've been promoting on all the podcasts, like the athletic greens or something like that.
Yeah, I seen it on Joe Rogan.
Did you look at how expensive it is?
I saw something, I don't know if it was athletic greens or something in the same nature at Whole Foods, and there was this tiny bag, and it was like, I want to say it was like $20-$30, but everything's $20-$30
okay.
at Whole Foods.
I think like it was like some sort of like subscription. It was like $60 or $80. Like I don't even know what time frame it is, but like it was like crazy. So I just stopped looking into it.
This podcast is brought to you by Athletic Greens. Don't buy Athletic Greens. It's too expensive.
It's expensive. Well, then I started looking into. Have you heard about like the all meat based diet?
Jordan Peterson does it, and his daughter does it. I guess she was super sick her whole life, and she switched to the carnivore diet, and she's been doing a lot better.
Dude, they were talking about that. I forget what the guy's name is. I can pull it up, but he like swears by it, and like he like made like his own like supplements basically to like for like the organ type stuff for people that like don't want to eat it. They can just take like the pill,
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so then you can get like all of that. He's basically saying that you can get all of like your vitamins and like nutrients like through like basically eating like the whole animal, not just like the steak.
Yeah, no, the organs are the most nutrient dense portion of the body.
Yeah,
at least that's what I heard. You eat the liver. What else do you eat? The kidneys.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think in other countries they do that. I know Rigo was saying in Oaxaca, Rigo's my uncle. They were saying in Oaxaca they will eat the eyeballs, the penis, the tongue,
the brain.
The brain, yeah. And there's a lot of nutrients, especially the penis.
Is that true?
Hog penis. Yeah, hog penis. You never ate it?
No. You have?
You ate that? No. You ate that baby octopus at the Chinese buffet that one time. That was a whole octopus.
Because it was the whole animal.
Whole little octopus. You ate it. You made me watch you eat it. I saw it sitting there on your plate.
I gotta say that was probably the worst tasting thing I've ever had in my life.
That's the thing about food. Why would you look at? I can't imagine looking at something and thinking I'm gonna eat that. And I'm an animalist. I'm a carnal guy. I do animal things, but I wouldn't look at something smaller than me that's living and eat it. Even I wouldn't even want to cook it or kill it or have anything to do with this. It was a whole octopus. It had tentacles and everything, or squid, or what was that thing?
I think it was octopus. I don't know. It was spicy too.
It was spicy.
Yeah,
that makes it a little bit better, but that's gross. Especially you're eating the whole thing and everything that's inside of it.
In one bite, it was uncomfortable in one bite.
Yeah, you did it, man. You did it. Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. You inspire me. You inspire me a lot.
I like to try new things.
But you like to try new things, and then you get obsessed with new things, and I think that those are good characteristics to have. You're just a go-getter, dunner. Go get her done.
For real.
Go get her done.
But dude, the meat thing, like he was like talking about they were comparing like basically like they did like a survey that was like more people work out now than they did like 25, 30 years ago. Mm-hmm. more people now, I think it was like maybe 10 or 20% people, 10 to 20% more people now say that they consider themselves as eating like a healthier diet, like on the healthier end of things. And then but like we're still more fat than ever.
Yeah, why is that?
I think that he's talking about the processed oils and like vegetable oils and stuff.
That makes sense. You know how many calories are in oil? Like oil specifically has so many calories. Fats in general.
It's so bad.
Isn't it like, I don't know.
Well, everything's fried in the oil.
Everything's fried in the oil, and the fast food. People go crazy for fast food. Like all my coworkers every single day order Uber Eats, and
seriously,
Uber Eats is expensive. Yeah, it's expensive.
Dude, that's like half your day's pay.
Half the day's pay goes towards Uber Eats, and the food's not that you can't. I mean, we're in LA. Everything's vegan.
It's
vegan,
like decent
soy.
enough, right?
It's a little bit. We have healthier options for sure. It's not just pizza, but there's also everything's a taco and burrito and burgers, and you know, even if you're not eating that much, that's the weird thing about it, right? It's, you know, you think about the calories of things, but it's not just the calories. And there's calories, if you start really counting your calories, there's calories hidden in the thing. Like let's say, like you said with the fat, if you're cooking potatoes and you're deep frying them in oil, potatoes don't have a horrible amount of calories, but that oil is in those potatoes and just beefs it up. But I don't know. We were trying to find a nice oil to cook with too, and there's no good oil. Even ghee has a lot of calories.
Yeah, I don't know, but that was just really interesting to me. Like, but it's like super expensive because like animals are expensive.
How much are those? You said they're just pills. They're basically vitamins.
Yeah. I don't know how much they are. I think they're like okay, like priced, but the other point like they were talking about is like if most like plants and stuff, like you will feel like terrible or it'll try to kill you like if you eat it, like just like plants all around the world. But really? Like if you cook, well, yeah, think about like the Amazon. Like you can't just you can't just like eat something out there, like you're probably gonna die. But then like with almost all animals, like you can cook it and you'll be fine.
That's true.
I never thought about that before.
My buddy, he did the carnivore diet. I think he lasted a week, and he was the issue with it though that he was saying is that because of carbohydrates, he lifts a lot. Because of carbohydrates, you need the glycogen to build, and he was losing weight pretty quickly. And he was only doing it. He went from keto to the carnivore diet, and he was saying that at the gym he lost a lot of his strength, and he was super horny. So it was kind of, but he didn't have the energy.
Like more animalistic, maybe.
Yeah, he was really horny, but didn't have the energy to go and find a mate.
Oh, that's funny.
So, yeah, huh. I think we're omnivores. I think we're supposed to be omnivores, but I don't know.
I think so.
Omnivores minus corn and plants from the Amazon.
Minus the grains.
Corn. Yes, no corn.
That's funny. Corn. Oh man, well that I was actually listening to. I was like, look, you heard of Mr. Beast?
No, what is that?
He's like a YouTuber. Like a crazy successful YouTuber, like the biggest in the world. The corn, because he was talking about like he's got like Crohn's or something like that, and he was like, yeah, of all the things, like corn just makes me like will destroy me.
Have you seen the people like in Southern Illinois? Not to be mean, I'm being mean, but the corn, like their limbs aren't all the same size. Like the guy's hand, it goes from shoulder to hand. And
they got like no necks.
No neck. It's just they just turn into balls. They're balls, but they have feet. They look like,
but they can get around.
They look like Jigglypuff. Just
that's funny.
The ball to the feet, or Kirby. Yeah.
Kirby. Yeah.
Yeah. Kirby. That's what happens. If you eat a lot of corn, you just turn into Kirby.
I mean, I don't know. It's not good for you, but.
It's not good for you. Don't eat corn. But hey, I didn't even do an introduction. I was gonna try to introduce you a little bit. What should I call you? Tom,
I don't know.
Kyle,
I feel like
Kyle?
Mr. Yaam is becoming like the thing, but that's my dad too.
Oh, so you're just Mr. Yaam now?
I think it's just like Yaam, you know. I feel like that's like the easiest way to refer to it, but.
Okay, Mr. Yaam. I'm here with Mr. Yaam today. Mr. Yaam is my. When did we meet? 2014, 15, maybe.
15. I graduated in 14.
We met in 2069, and we had a audio production class together. And I didn't want to talk to him. He has a resting bitch face. He intimidated me. And
am I doing it?
He's a good musician. And he just had that energy where it's like, man, this guy's a pro, and it freaks me out. And he's Stonewall all the time. I didn't want to talk to him. And you know what? We ended up talking, and
I bought a keyboard from you. Or a DJ controller.
That's what it was. Yeah, you bought that DJ controller from me. See?
Yeah.
Should have been friends with me. I would have just given it to you.
I mean, I think you gave it to me for like $25. So, I don't know. Maybe we were already friends.
Yeah, and we just started hanging out, and one thing led to another. You know, we had a couple drinks one night, feeling the vibe, feeling the mood, and one thing led to another. Oh, that was later. No, we first met.
Oh, yeah. Oh, not that one thing.
Yeah, we first met. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you know, it's funny how life works like that, you know? It's people that you think, man, this guy wants nothing to do with me. This guy, you know, and then you end up being the best man at his wedding. And you can't judge a book by its cover, because I thought you were tough, man. You had prison vibes. You looked angry.
Until I start talking.
And then when you talk, you're a nice guy. Yeah. Do you still have you said you've been working on looking more inviting now, right?
Yeah. My natural tendency is not to like go out of my way to talk to people. Like
same. It's a Chicago thing. It's a Chicago thing for sure. Just
but like when somebody talks,
Midwest.
So when somebody starts talking to you, like you're like, yeah, how's it going? What are you into? Like me, I'm like, hey, like, cool. I'll talk to you later. You know, but no, I think like diving into like business stuff, like once you start like getting into it, like you understand that like your network is everything. Like you can, like, everybody knows like your network is everything, but until you like really like put it into practice, it like really clicks. So absolutely, I figured that I would start actually trying to be inviting and just make small talk. Like that's what it is. Like you're good at small talk, but like I wasn't really very good at that. So I just said, I don't know when it was, but I just decided that I got to become friends with people.
You got to do it. You know, your network is your net worth, you know, and just being inviting and talking with people and putting yourself out there and being vulnerable, you know, the shit talking is the second half of it, but just being open and being yourself and being transparent towards people, I think lets people, it's like an invitation. Like, you can be my friend, man. Like, I'll be your friend. If you want to be friends, I'll be your friend. And working it off of that. But, you know, opening's the hard part. You got to leave that for the you know, high energy extroverts. And, you know,
it scared me, like, when we started like working on music and stuff together. I was like, man, this dude wants to invite everybody over. I was like, this dude wants everybody to play on the track. And I was like, I was scared. I did not, like, I was like, dude, what are you doing? We don't know who these people are. Like, shut up.
to this day, man, is, you know, if you're a nice person, or if you're cool, I'll hang out with you. You know, it's, I don't know.
I was like getting worried and stuff. Like, man, like, dude, like, I never even heard this guy play yet, and you're inviting him to come to our house and play some music. I'm like,
inviting him to come to your house. It wasn't coming to my house.
Yeah, that's the thing. You invite people to other people's house.
I do that, and dude, your dad was there. Your dad'll kick their ass. I know he can kick some ass.
my dad would just be like, "Who's this?"
He doesn't even have to kick their ass. It's just mentally.
I know, right? He just look at them.
Dude, I see a lot of people that it looks like your dad, and I have to take a second look at him, and just at work, and I'm like, Mr. Yaam, not you,
Right.
your dad, Mr. Yaam.
You know, he grew his hair out. Like,
Really?
he's got like
No
a
more buzz
really
cut?
no, he's got like a really nice like comb over, like cool dude hair, like
Cool
the
dude
cool
hair?
comb over, you know. Like he's
Damn.
got like the fade down the sides, and then like the.
Send me a picture.
All right, I'll do it.
Oh, and send me those vitamins.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I need to get those.
Let me know. Let me know how much you spend if you do end up getting them, because I'm not eating a liver or a penis. It'd be horrible.
I'd be fine eating a liver. Like, I'd be fine eating like the organs. It's just like I don't think Brittany would be.
Nah, I know you'd try it. I couldn't do it. Even like lengua, I won't eat that, man. Vanessa
Yeah.
eats that. I'm not down.
What's that? The tongue?
Yeah. Cow. They make it a taco, and everyone's like, "Ah, man, you got."
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not down. Anyway, I started introducing you. Got a little distracted. Got caught up in memories of making love, and I want you to finish
Yeah, that one.
introducing yourself. Tell the audience, what do you do? What do you got going on? What's the deal?
Yeah, it's still a weird question to answer. Like, a lot of people have been asking me like those questions. I've been on a couple podcasts lately, and I think I'm always like, it's true. Like, I am always like redefining like who I am and like finding who I am and what I want to do. But like, I think like just all around creator. Like, I think that's like a good way to do it. But primarily right now is just through digital media, like photo, video, visuals, and then basically worked myself into like a alternative marketing agency of sorts. So basically running social media type stuff to gain followers and grow like businesses like in their network and connect them with people that are interested in what they do. But not doing like traditional ads. So, it's a different concept, and I think that a lot of people are starting to understand what it is in like creating a brand, creating like a persona online for a brand is so important. Like, you could run an ad, and if you like everything else about your business, like from website to your Instagram to your Facebook, and things don't line up, like I think people like customers are starting to spend more time like investigating who they're buying from rather than just like, oh, that's a cool product, click. I think that there's a lot more people that would rather invest time into the brand instead of like just buying the product and getting out. So it's been really fun to get into this stuff and get paid, you know.
Yeah. Well, you've always been, producer, producing stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I think that's you have the discipline to really dig into things and start figuring out how does this work, get your hands dirty, and after that, kind of skip all the nonsense and just go straight into, I do this, I'm making this, and that journey it's funny how creativity is also your journey. So while you're doing this, you're learning stuff about yourself and figuring these things out, kind of Michelangeloing your life, sculpting. You got the block and just picking away at it, huh?
Yeah, I think like it kind of all came about because I had to, like obviously I've always been passionate about like making stuff, and like I knew from like basically like 6th grade, 7th grade that like I did not want to work. Like I'm willing to put in the work and willing to work hard toward what I want, but like I'm not the job type,
Yeah.
And so I think once I found like photo and video and like, I don't know, digital solutions or whatever you want to call it, it was like, okay, I love doing this for myself. I really like doing it for other people, and I can like build a business around this. And was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And I mean, it took a little bit of time. Like, it didn't happen like very quickly, but I'm kind of glad that it didn't, because like I learned like a ton in the struggle, I'd say. Like, I learned a lot about like myself, like how to like be like a husband and like a dad at the same time and stuff. And now, like, you know, this year, like I've got like really big plans for this year, and really excited to like loosen up the chain and just make it happen, and like scale up and actually put like a lot of effort into the plan instead of just letting things happen.
Yeah, man. You know how people come to me for advice, and I don't know why. I'm the last person that should be giving advice. I think it's so.
Every time you tell me, I'm like, I like laugh every time. Like what?
I have a couple people that just call me sometimes and they're like, what would you do? What would you do? And I'm honored. But I think, something that people are struggling with a lot, I noticed, especially like that age range of like 18 to like 22, people want careers. They feel like they need to fit in the marketplace somewhere, fit into a company and grow. And look at what you did. You just created the opportunity for yourself and forced your way in. I mean, you're just making a sale, no doubt, but you're able to make yourself a product and a service to companies and kind of create your own thing there. And that makes a little bit more sense than climbing a ladder and putting in all this time. Because why would you, at the same time, why would you want to give your time to one company? That doesn't make, very much sense. And you stick with the company, and you're giving them 40 hours a week consistently. And I think that's where people are feeling trouble, because they're like, well, I don't want to be stuck at a company doing the same thing every day, stuck in a routine. And I think you did exactly what you need to do. You created a path for yourself, and especially with the way the market's going now, you have to do that. You have to do it. You can't just even if you get that degree, you're in a ton of debt, and you got your student loans you got to pay back. It's stressful, man. It's stressful. I think. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Not that I think, but I've seen or I've heard of studies where depression rates are just climbing and going through the roof, especially in that age group of college kids. And I think they're trying to. I mean, how do you know where your place is? It wasn't like, how do you know where your place is? You graduate high school, you're thrown out into the real world, and you got to figure it out, man. It's sink or swim. And that's what I think. I'm sucking your balls. But you were like, you know what? I'm just going to make my own way. And I don't know if that was your intention from the beginning. It may have been. But I think as you kind of learned that, I have enough skills where I don't have a piece of paper backing me up, but I can force myself into the industry and create room for myself. And it's so exciting and inspiring to see that, and see somebody doing that and just taking one single hobby and passion and turning it into, a very dynamic business. With your elevator speech, get your elevator speech down, man.
I know. I think we would have
had to go up and down the elevator 12 times. Even in my building, my elevator's slow. I live in a 100-year-old building.
Right. But I think what pushed me was like, being stuck at a job that like I couldn't grow in, I think like I honestly, like if I would have kept getting paid there, I would have been like somewhat happy to like stick around there and then like hustle like, on the side and not like take it so seriously. But like, getting paid like hardly anything and like trying to make a difference in the company and then just being told like, no, like, to hustling for them, it was like, well, why am I wasting my time here? Like, I need to make more money. You're not letting me make more money in this company, so I'll see you. But
so you don't like rules? That's what it is.
I don't know, because I'm a rule follower for the most part.
But you have to develop the rules.
Interesting point.
Well, there's a difference between rules and operations, I think, or systems, Well, systems are technically rules. They're guidelines, where rules are like the government telling you can't be naked on the street. That sucks. I don't want to be told that.
I know, right? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just want to do my own thing. Like, stay out of my business and just let me do my thing.
That's nice. Yeah. Those are good traits to have, man. Those are good traits, and sometimes you got to follow your gut and stick to your instincts and be the leader.
Yeah, dude. And I don't know. It's fun. Like actually being able to like hustle each day. Like I don't want I'm not like hustling like some of these like sales dogs are, but like being able to hustle and just like choose what I do each day is pretty cool too. And it's like, it's weird. I can't even think about like going back to something else. And like, I don't know. I feel like the entrepreneurial thing like is a little bit like overrated a lot of the times, and like over glamorized. But like if you're a person that like likes the grind or likes creating solutions and like just getting down to business, like it's really awesome. But like if you're not willing to work like way harder and way like more hours, then it's probably not like, you gotta like pay the dues,
Yeah, definitely. I think it's cool too that you want to you're producing content, you're producing these things, but you're also producing your life. You're given the free reign to figure out how you proceed, how you go further, how you grow, and you're in control of that. Is it a control thing? I think maybe you're a control freak.
I am a control freak. That is part of it, yeah.
Okay,
I think that would be accurate.
Do you get upset when you're not in control of things? That, it could be...
Dude, I've gotten way better, though. I would say naturally, yes, but like I think I've really gotten like a hold of like that stuff. Like... really been able to like see something not going right and just be like, okay, well, like how do we fix it, or like just go do something else, like
damn. So you're able to just relax, well, because there's a if it's completely out of your control, you're okay with that. You can manage and cope.
I think so. I think like I balance a lot at this point already. So like I feel like my threshold is like, I don't know, higher or lower. What's the right? My threshold is like I can like, my capacity is way higher just because I'm always like dealing with so much more. So I feel like when those things come up, like I don't freak out as much anymore. Does that make sense?
See, that's what I'm working on, man. Do you think being a dad has anything to do with it?
Yeah, definitely. But like, yeah, and there's just so many moving pieces. Like, I don't even have like a big business. Like I'm still like pretty much a solopreneur, like working on building into like actually like having more people working for me. Like right now, I just have like a couple people working editing, like pretty small part-time positions, but like that's pretty small compared to like most businesses. But like I feel like I have like a just crazy amount of capacity from like balancing all of the operations, plus like creating all of the products, plus like home stuff, I don't know, it's interesting. But I think that we're really capable as people, like so many people sell themselves so short and like think they're incapable of things. And like my dad like gave me such like good advice like a while back of like, well, if you can make the sale, you can make it happen. Like you'll figure it out.
Those are words of wisdom.
Dude, it's like, well, if you can't do it, you'll find somebody that can. Like if I can't take on the work personally, like I literally don't have enough time in my schedule, well, I can find somebody to do it. Or find somebody to help me with a different project so that I can do that project or something like that. So like that like really opened my eyes of like in sales, but then like in terms of like everything in general. I was like, man, we're really capable. I think I was telling you about November of last year when I was like literally working like every day, and like I found that I can do a lot. Like I did like a decent amount of money, and like probably worked more than like I really ever want to work again in 1 month, but like I was able to stretch like my capacity and like have a little bit better of like an understanding of what I can do.
Yeah, it's the problem solving, right? That's always what it is. You're solving problems, you're solving business problems, you're creating a solution for businesses. So there you go. And then on top of it, now let's say you take on too much work. Well, now you got another problem, but you're highly capable. So you're putting yourself in a position to where you're building confidence in yourself where I'm going to handle it, and I think that you can't fake that. That's the raw cream confidence. That's the stuff the ego can't make up for. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to solve it. And no matter what the circumstances are, and moving forward with that energy, man, that's good. That's the good stuff.
Dude, I think I finally found like some real confidence, man. Like I've never been like a very confident person. I've always like had like serious like self-doubt and stuff.
Is that why you had a resting bitch face? Was that what it was? You were like insecure?
I think I was probably overcompensating for like being uncomfortable in that class.
You were uncomfortable?
Yeah, because I was like, I'm not as good as anybody here.
Wait, you were thinking that you were better than everyone in the class?
I know that now, but like, no, I have a tendency to walk into the room and think that I'm like the worst in the room, and like that's another thing I found like that's holding me back. So I decided like I need to work on that and know that like know that I'm the best, and like not in an arrogant way, but like walk into the room and know who I am and know that I'm the best version of myself in this situation too,
Dude, you're doing it wrong. You have to buy designer clothes, get the Louis belt, the Gucci bucket hat,
Yeezys.
Buy a Mercedes you can't afford. That's how you get confidence. And you have to be an asshole to everybody. That's how you get confidence.
Well, I've got the BMW part down.
Hard work. You got the BMW, but I'm talking like the
G-Wagon.
The G-Wagon, the watch. What's that watch called? The G. What's that thing called?
G-Shock.
A G. Is that those the expensive ones?
They can get sort of expensive, but they're not like crazy.
There's some super expensive watch that people are going after now, and everyone on Melrose is getting jumped. Everyone in a Lamborghini, Ferrari, they're getting jumped for their watches, held at gunpoint. It's
really?
like a thing that's happening in LA right now. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I'm getting distracted. But that's how you build confidence, bro. You gotta fake it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And when you go into a restaurant, you gotta start yelling at the waiter. Yeah, you have to lose all manners. You have to be an asshole.
Do you know who I am?
Asshole. Hey, didn't you say that Kanye went into your dad's shop to buy a car? Or did I make that up? I was telling Vanessa.
No, there was something about that. I think that they were looking at a car or something like that back in the day. And it wasn't him that dealt with him directly, but I think it was something about like their credit or something like that. Like,
well, tell the story. I want to hear it because I was.
I don't even
Vanessa,
remember it very well.
You know how I like fill in gaps?
Yeah, no, I think it was like, well, he was like, it basically was like, you can't buy the car or something like that because of like, I don't know what the reason was. I assume it was like, it's usually like a credit problem or something like that, or like down payment problem. But like, and was like, do you know who I am? Like, I'm Kanye West. Like, you're gonna hear about me.
Damn,
something like
can
that.
Can I tell the gapped version story? Because mine was.
Yeah. Well, my dad also had like Devin Hester's phone, phone number in his phone for a while because like,
dude,
they bought
Devin
a car
Hester
or
was the
something.
man.
We're talking about it.
Dude, I had his jersey.
I had
remember those returns, bro?
Dude, I had the tracksuit.
Oh, you had the tracksuit?
Yeah, from like he had like his own thing. I don't remember who produced it. I feel like it was Nike, but that was really funny.
I was so excited they made him like a wide receiver. They made him a wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
They made him a wide receiver, and he didn't do good. That was the whole thing about it, right? He just dropped the ball, figuratively, literally, metaphorically. Just
for real,
dropped the ball. Yeah. Hey, but that's really interesting to know about. Sorry, I cut you off. I was just recapping that. You know, it's funny how you like your lack of confidence was portrayed in a different light. Like you were too cool for school. That's the vibe I got. Like you're too cool for us, and I'm like, damn, this guy's too cool for us, and it's weird, right? So either way, so like if you come off with lack of confidence, you're gonna fend people off, but you came off as like, I'm too cool for school, and that like, is that a word? Fending people off. And then, you know, it happened on the flip side anyway. It's psychology's weird, man. Psychology's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that I've like overcome a lot of stuff in that area, and I'm still working on it. But so much has come about because of like my confidence in conversation, or my confidence in being willing to talk with people, or just like being open, like you brought up earlier.
Yeah,
that's a big thing that I'm about, like in a business sense. Like that's why I always talk to businesses of like, you need to connect with your people. Like people need to know who you are. People need to know that you're a real person. And the same thing for me. Yeah. That's how I run my business. Is like there's no reason to hide behind something, you know? I mean, unless there is a reason to hide behind it, and you're like I don't want to work with you, but like
micro penis,
right? I mean, it happens, but I think it's like the full circle of it. Of I was hiding behind that like grumpy like RBF like because I was so like insecure and like uncomfortable, but now I can like open up even better and like kind of like no longer hide behind that, like in that sense, for business stuff too.
Well, it makes you think about how many people are living with that, and they're just
with a micro penis.
Yeah. Some people have micro penises. It's a thing. But hiding behind that micro penis RBF and just, you know, really closing off opportunities to them. I think about it like that, because you're closing off people and you're closing off opportunities in turn. You know, your network is your net worth. So I had to get Gary Vee for a minute. Yeah, right now. that asshole. I'm talking about like, you know, you're closing yourself off to opportunity and connections and building that. And that's, you know, I'm glad, you know, it takes a lot of balls to talk about that. It takes a lot of balls to, you know, talk about I had no confidence and I felt like I was the worst in the room. That's crazy, because I think everyone deals with that, but not a lot of people talk about it. I think this is the first time I heard someone talk about it.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's just the truth.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate the vulnerability and transparency. I think you're right, especially in business too. People are going crazy for the brands and showing people you're human. I'm just like you. I think it's funny how social media in general has evolved from this. Well, it's still super popular. You know, it's all about you know, if you're a female, like I got the best body. Same thing for a man. I got the best body. I got the most hoes, I got the most money, the cars, look at my jewelry, and really showing off this life. And people made full careers off of showing off a fake life. Remember, we heard stories, people were renting jets and they're vacationing every weekend in Barbados, and they're having drinks by the pool. And man, you know, that probably makes people not feel good about themselves either. Imagine how you'd feel if you went through your life thinking that that's real. And, well, what did I do this weekend? I went to a barn party and got kicked out because there was a Confederate flag on the wall and they thought I was black. It's like, dude, I'm not even black. I'm Italian. So if you start comparing that, you know, just being kicked out of parties because you're ethnically ambiguous, and relating that back to these people in the Cayman Islands caiming on bad bitches, and yeah, you start feeling like doo-doo.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I think, like, I put out a Instagram reel a couple weeks ago that was like I don't know, like grooving out to like this song and stuff, and like at the end of it, like I was like twerking on the piano, and like,
What?
Yeah, you missed it.
I don't go on social media except for YouTube, really.
Okay,
I would have liked to see it though.
Yeah, I finished it with that, and I was like,
can I buy an OnlyFans version?
I've been considering it, but I'll let you know. I'll give you early access.
Hell yeah. I'll pre-order that.
But
naked
dude, I was
piano
like,
twerk.
there's no way that's gonna, like, that somebody's like a potential client's gonna see that and be like, no, there's no way I'm gonna work with that guy. Like,
wait, you were
like, there's
worried
no
about
way.
that, or you were saying that?
No, I'm just like proving to myself like it's like cool, you know? Because I was like, there's no way that like that's gonna stop me from getting clients, you know? If anything, it shows that like I'm not taking it too seriously, you know? Like if I'm gonna come up with creative solutions for you, and I'm doing the same thing for myself, like, doesn't that like back it up?
No, it does. So you can, how you manage your profiles and posting is well, here's what I can do. It's like a double. You're building your brand, and
it's a realistic
showing people
portfolio.
how you can build their brand. It's like an inception, or a big loop. Everything's connected. I like that. It's good business. And you know what? You're the best dancer I know. I'm just gonna say it.
It's I won't deny it, but
you're a good dancer. You have some Bruno Mars vibes, but you know, you're good at it. And I'm gonna try to plug that 1999 Wildfire video, because
you still got it?
That was somewhere. I think I have everything except for that music video of yours that we filmed, and I lost the footage too. I have everything else.
I think we equally both lost the footage to that. Like, I think that's a very shared responsibility there.
Did we even film it? Because
it could have been a dream.
I remember filming it, but did it record? Because where is it? Because I have all the other footage. I have the footage of you falling off the skateboard. Okay, hold on. Let me tell the story.
Hold on. I know what happened to it. I think it got saved. Okay, go tell the story.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the story. Kyle wrote a very good song. We liked the song a lot. We were like, let's film a video to it. Kyle wanted to film it. Can I call you Kyle? Mr. Yaam wanted to film it vertically. That was his idea for the video. And he wanted to have one take just cruising on a longboard. Dude, you were Dogface. Is that the guy's name, Dogface?
I don't know who that is.
You know the guy in the skateboard with the cranberry juice?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, vertical video and on a skateboard. You were dog-facing it in Instagram. You're ahead of the game, man. You're a pioneer. You were doing it before this popped off. Imagine if we hadn't lost that footage. That song was good. You were vibing on a longboard with a vertical orientation on the video.
Dude, I was huffing and puffing on that.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep up.
Well, I think Brittany was driving a little fast.
Yeah, her family has a tendency to do that.
Anyway, we got this one-shot video. We got home, and we were like, okay, we'll edit it tomorrow. It was time to go home. I went back to my house the next day. The footage was gone. I don't know what happened to it. And I've been looking for it for a while. I've searched all my hard drives. I have a lot of hard drives. And I'm very hoardy with content that I've created. I save everything. I don't know how you are. I have to hoard it, but I'm organized. And I went through... Dude, it's not there, man. I lost the footage.
I don't know where it went.
It's gone.
Okay, no. I have a theory.
Yeah.
We had that like the Zhiyun stabilizer for the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I think we recorded it into the app.
Oh.
So it might be in the app. I wonder if we re-download it and it's on one of our phones in the app in their storage.
That's a really good idea. Was there a login for it?
Yeah, probably. So we'll find out.
We could figure that out. We should look into it. That was a good video. I really like that song. You never even released it, did you?
No, I've been trying to come up with new video ideas, but I've been kind of less inspired by it because it's, I don't know, sonically it's different from other stuff I'm working on. But I feel like I should just release it as a single and let it be and then work on the other stuff for later.
Dude, it doesn't need to match, just get it out there, it's something you created and, unless you're really not proud of it. I liked it though. I thought it was a good song.
Yeah, you're right. I think like I'm always
Can I put a snippet of it on here? Can you send me? Do you have the file?
I got the song, yeah.
Send it to me. Hold on, let's take a little break. Just look at the camera for like 10 seconds. I was holding my breath. I don't know why. I was just holding it.
Yeah. I want to, like, I've been doing a lot of thinking about music because I want to, like, kind of come back to it with, like, a rebrand of sorts. And, like, with some videos and stuff. But, I'm always preaching, like, it's tough because like as a creative person you want each piece to be like really great and like not just put out content for no reason, like you want it to be like your art and like super intentional and everything. But at the same time, like from a marketing standpoint, keeping attention and like just keeping on like going and keep on putting out content is going to do the best for you. And like maybe if the content is a little bit less perfect for like Instagram and like TikTok and like Facebook and stuff like that, but it's a tough place to be. Like, I don't know. Do you have any takes on that?
I understand you want to be intentional with it, and as an artist, you want to show people your art. I understand that, but at least for me, music's not intentional. I'll just get in a mood to sit down, make some beats, really hit that vibe, start riffing, freestyling, just playing with stuff. Vanessa will start laying some stuff down, and it's not an intentional thing. It's more of a happenstantial thing. That's a good word, huh? I just made that up. Happenstantial. Yeah, it's a happenstance.
Can I use that as the title for a song?
Take it. I just want 50%. I want my points, motherfucker.
50% royalties.
I want my points. No, I think that music's just like, that's the thing about art. It's like for video too, like I'll just get an idea in my head of a scene, so I'm kind of working backwards where it's like, well, I have the scene that I have in my head right now of my balcony in the front of the building. Mm-hmm. They chopped the tree down. Well, they shaved the tree, trimmed the tree. Real quick. Never mind. Okay, I'm just gonna ask. Do you manscape? Do you manscape? Are you a manscaper, or you just let it all out?
Maybe about like quarterly.
You trim?
Yeah.
Because we were talking about it the other day, and I always shave. I'll like shave my bush every 6 months, and I do it over the toilet, and then get hair everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And I've been doing that since high school. And Vanessa was talking crap about it the other day to our buddy, and he's like, "Why don't you just do it in the shower?" I'm like, I didn't think of it. I just didn't think of it. I just always did it over the toilet, and it's kind of a dumb idea. I don't know why I was doing it. Like I didn't question it. I just kept doing it.
Well, you probably didn't want to clog the shower.
That's true. I think if you were shaving, you'd have to like keep up with it. If you shaved in the shower like once a week, it'd be fine. But if you let it grow for 6 months and then a whole afro goes down the drain, that would be an issue. The toilet's fine though.
Yeah, right? I agree.
I had this idea for a shot where I wanted to be on the balcony, the top fire escape balcony in the front of my building, and have the drone kind of come in at a lower level at the subject. And I don't have anything else worked out. I have no home for it, but I get ideas like that, whereas I have the vision for it, And then I'm kind of plugging and chugging later where I'm like, oh, I have this song. Oh, now I can, this footage would be cool for this, even if I'm just doing a snippet. But my whole point in that is that it's like, you can't control those happenstantial pow-pows, you know, the pow-pow.
Yeah.
They just come, and you gotta be ready to place it. That's the weird thing about art, right? It's like you're just reallocating energy, and having the different mediums is awesome. You're translating it, so it's like, oh, I'm gonna put this into some music, I'm gonna put this into some video, I'm gonna put this into some comedy, I'm gonna they're like different canvases, different paints of sorts. I don't know.
The canvas.
The canvas. My aunt paints on a canvas.
Right?
In Nevada.
But, no, I totally agree with you, because, like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I guess it's all about how you want to brand it and how you want to market it too, you know?
Well, like, that's the business end of it, of course, yeah. But if you're telling a story and you're being transparent, then wouldn't it make more sense to be like, hey, this is me, this is what I made, check it out? And of course you're already branded and have some marketing under your belt, so you have your followers who are watching what you're doing, will probably be interested in it. And then
I guess I'm thinking of like rappers like putting out like a song a month.
Yeah, that's like, what I do.
Okay, I feel like that's like good and can be beneficial if like it's working, but like maybe you put, you know, maybe a different person could put more effort into one project and do it every 2 or 3 months and build more hype around it. Like, I guess it's like, for me, I'm thinking like doing so much quantity, like, does that take away from the art or something like that? Like, and I get that for a lot of people that maybe it does take away from that, because then you're just pumping it out. But for other people, if you can keep up with it, it's like probably better marketing, you know?
That's how I feel with J. Cole and all of Dreamville, what they're doing. They're just pumping it out, man, pumping it out. So that's a big level of pumping out that they're doing, and it's singles all the time, videos all the time. I lost interest. It's too much. It's, you know, not that. Do I love J. Cole, man? I love J. Cole. I don't want to listen, dude. I don't know. Like, I was kind of over
it's hard to keep up. It's like hard to like identify sometimes, but at the same time, like, there's just so much like going on all the time, like, in the world. It's so easy to get buried at the same time.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I understand getting, you know, like having a marketing strategy and doing that. But I think in terms of what we were talking about earlier, at least what I thought we were talking about earlier, is that, you know, this song isn't the same vibe as the other songs, and you don't know if it'll mesh well. I guess that makes sense. But it was a good song, you know, even if you just did a single or just get it out there as a, you know, marketing aside. I think it was a cool piece of content, and I think fans would be really, you know, fans of yours and people that follow your brand would be interested to see, oh, like, this guy, you know, this guy produces video, he can also produce music, he can also sing, he can also dance, he can also twerk. Dude, you're like an all-in-one. If I was a king, I'd put you in my castle to entertain me. Just watch you. Like, do it.
I said, I don't work for nobody, king.
You wouldn't even work for me?
Oh, if you were a king? Oh, yeah, I'd work for you.
I am a king. What do you mean if I were? I am a king. No, I'm just kidding. If I had a castle, I'd let you live in the castle.
Yeah.
And I'd have a piano, and I'd have you put pasties on your nips and hop on the piano and do twerking, a little dance for me, and get those little pow.
Do I get to wear the hat?
Yeah, I have to wear the hat.
What are those called?
Take
like
your
the
hat off real
jester,
quick.
the jester hat.
Take the hat off. Haha. Good.
Yeah, like my dad's
Hey, your hair
got
looks
something
nice,
like
bro.
this going on. Thanks, dude. I've
You
been going to
inspired
a real
him.
barber.
Damn.
Actually, he got it before me, but yeah, it looks okay.
Oh, so
I
you
mean,
seen
worked
your
out this
dad, and
morning.
you're like, I want to be like you.
Well, this just seemed like a better haircut to like seem a little bit more professional than like a buzz cut. Otherwise, I'd probably just do a buzz cut.
Yeah.
But
I think the buzz cut makes you also look a little bit more prisony.
Yeah, probably.
You have prison vibes. If you're one face tattoo away from shanking someone or looking like you'd shank someone. Take advantage of them
the
in the
tattoo
shower.
supplies in the over there.
Oh, remember?
It's my turn to tell a story. So you remember when we decided that we wanted to do at home tattoos because we're too freaking cheap to pay for one?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So we ordered some stuff, but we just got needles. We got needles. And we're like, we don't need ink. We have like this like craft sort of ink that
was it henna ink or something?
Yeah, we read somewhere that it was like okay to use, and like
no, we didn't read that anywhere. Brett Summers told me.
Oh,
that it was
somebody
safe to
survived
use because he did it. We had a survivor of it.
Okay, so that's what it was. We had some point of reference, and then I was like, okay, dude, so I'll do it, obviously, because I'm me, so I was the one giving the tattoo, and you were taking it. So I was like,
guinea pig.
We did it, and we were like kind of nervous. We're like, I don't know, like this, like I feel like we took all the right steps here, and then we were done, and you were like we both had like a simultaneous like conjoint like panic attack.
I looked it up on Google because I'm like, is this stuff actually safe? I didn't have any reactions or anything. My nipples were sore. My nipples were getting sore. And I don't know why. You don't just get sore nipples for no reason.
Because you were like overstimulated, probably.
I think that must have been what it is because I'm like, oh no. Like, I'm going to start lactating.
And we were kind of close while we were doing it.
I didn't know what was going on, so I started Googling it, and they were like, under no circumstances should you use this to give yourself a permanent tattoo. Son of a bitch. I listened to Brett Summers. Fuck, dude. And my nipples were puffing. They were puffing up. They were, those cheese balls?
Were they throbbing?
Remember those at Walmart? They always had the big buckets of cheese balls?
The barrel of cheese balls?
The barrel of cheese balls. My nipples turned into 2 cheese balls.
I never heard that part.
Man. Oh, I didn't tell you that?
No, because I don't know if we talked for 2 days after that.
I had a panic attack for 2 days, and then my nipples went back to normal, and I'm still here. My brain doesn't work as well, though, dude. I'm a little, I don't know.
Drinking, pounding two IPAs and then giving yourself a tattoo.
Or pounding 4 IPAs and giving yourself a prostate exam.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Sometimes stuff like that happens, man. You can't control it. I told you.
Did that happen?
You want to be in control of everything. That's what I'm working on. I want to be in control of everything, but you can't be in control of everything, and that's
so
the
you
way
just
the
gave
world
yourself a
goes round.
prostate exam.
Daily prostate exams. I have to make sure my health is up to date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's pretty funny.
Daily prostate exams. What are you working on, bro? So you told me what you're doing, but what are you going forward towards?
Yeah. Going forward towards working on my own visual creative projects instead of just doing other people's stuff for the most part. I'm already doing that, but I think bigger projects that
Do you ever get clogged?
Do I get clogged? Yeah, I get clogged, and then I cry, and then I tell myself just to do it, and then I feel better.
Nice.
But yeah, doing stuff like that. I have a couple ideas for some mild documentary type stuff that I think would be really cool. So some of that stuff that just takes a lot of effort without really getting paid for it. And a lot of times the getting paid is on the end after the project is done, or you can pitch it to people and whatnot. But
hey, I'm gonna put. Is it cool if I put a snippet of your documentary that you made in here?
Yeah, that's actually coming out.
It looks bomb.
Thanks,
I was
dude.
watching it. It Top tier, man. Top tier. I like the idea. It was just
Thank
what
you.
was it, like 5 minutes?
No,
6 minutes?
dude, it was 9 minutes.
9 minutes. It was good.
Yeah.
That's how. Yeah, I was.
It's crazy
sucked
how,
into it.
like,
I was captivated.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's. I had the idea, and like, you know me, I'm always like, I don't want my ideas to just sit, because if I wait until the timing is right, then it'll never happen. Like, so yeah, I've got bigger ideas, or could do some of the things more grand, but doing the things now is better than just sleeping on it.
Let it be happenstantial. Happenstantial.
Yeah. I don't know when this podcast is going to come out, but it releases on March 16th.
March 16th.
So it'll be up on YouTube at Yaam Media, YAAM Media. So you can find that in the show notes.
I'm gonna write it.
You're gonna write it
on the screen.
Deal. Click it. Click it. Click it.
Quit clicking it.
But yeah, that's something that I want to do. I want to get my business rolling with a couple more guys working with me, and not feel like things aren't happening if I'm not doing them, you know. So try to get the business to work for me a little bit more, and like include more people in it, because I think that like in what I do, there's an ability to teach other people a lot of things, like train them, and you know, I think like I understand that it's tough to keep like photo and video creators in a business, because everybody has their own dreams, but I'd love for it to be a place where creatives can get paid for doing creative work, but also build into what they want to do down the road or something like that. So that excites me. And yeah, I think that planning on getting out of the state in the next 2 to 3 years. So I really want to build this up here and find somebody that can help me continue the vision here, while I kind of create the same business somewhere else, and work together.
Where you want to relocate to?
I'm not entirely sure. Dude, we talked about Texas somewhere, Salt Lake City, Montana or Idaho would be kind of cool, but I think that's for later in life, once things are really working for me and we can just like go out there, like create like a big studio and have like a big home base there, do everything there, and then just live it up. But
nice.
Yeah, and then I think like I've got a couple songs in the works. Really want to like come out with like a rebrand with like the music stuff, and you know, so a lot of people know me now just as like a photo video creator, but I really want to like put together like a comeback album of sorts that like just shakes things up. Nice.
What kind of vibe are you going for it with that? Oh, sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I honestly, I've got a couple ideas, but I kind of want it to be like a super hard rap album.
Okay.
Just for like shaking it up. Like I just feel like it'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
But like I've got like a whole bunch of like music. Like wrote a couple like indie-ish songs the other day, and then got a couple beats rolling, but I'm not like necessarily like in love with them yet. So we'll see.
Okay, so you're still working on it. Nothing you can show us now.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I think I don't want to like tease anything until it's like ready and just go like hard at it.
Sometimes you gotta tease it to make it hard.
You're not wrong. About. Yeah. Well, I want to wait till it's all done and then start teasing it. You know what I mean?
Oh. So tease it after the fact.
Yeah. Once I know the goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. No, that makes sense. Well, maybe we could do another podcast together. That'd be fun.
Yeah, when that's ready.
Didn't you say you were going to start doing your own podcast?
Yeah, I've recorded a couple episodes. I mean, they're pretty decent episodes. I just haven't found... I kind of started those so that way I could get like excited and formulate the direction a little bit more. But I haven't really figured out enough people I want to be on there yet. So it's kind of been.
Can I be on it?
Yeah, well, I wanted to fly out and hang out with you and record it on the rooftop.
You're gonna come?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to come.
Dude, you should come.
Dude, my buddy is building a new or an old BMW to drive out to LA in May. So I might go with him.
Oh, for real?
Create like a travel documentary and then hang out with you when we get there.
Dude, you should do that. The only thing is that I may be going to LA. Oh, bro, you know what would be perfect? Hear me out on this. My mom and dad, they believe, or their whole thing is by the end of the year they want to move to Nevada. They want to go to Vegas. And my mom wants to get rid of her car. You can come bring it to me. I think it'll make it. You can have your own car so you can film him, you know, and you don't have to be naked in the car with him.
Naked and afraid?
Just be naked in my mom's car. Have you ever driven naked?
I feel like yes, but I don't remember, so probably.
People drive naked in LA all the time. You just look over and just be dudes in there,
and they're just
like hanging out.
Really?
I saw a whole car of naked people. Yeah, one guy and 3 girls. He was just living it up, man.
Wow, 4 of them together. Hello?
What was that last thing? It lagged.
My AirPods went through the washing machine, so they're not super they're not super reliable at this point.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm not even gonna cut it. What did you say?
I thought you said something.
Oh, I was saying that I seen a car, 1 guy and 3 girls driving naked.
Oh, like 4 people. I feel like that's like the jackpot, right?
He hit the jackpot, man. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, what are you trying to do?
I don't know. It's a good question. You know what it is? I'm like the opposite end of you, where I'm like, you know what? I don't care so much about the results anymore. You know, I think focusing on the results and trying to be in control of that is the issue that I have with that. And maybe I'm just a weirdo, but my issue with it is that. Wait, is my audio going to come in through your mic?
It's pretty directional, but it should be okay.
Okay. My issue that the issue that I run into where I try to be super intentional about things is that I lose my creative edge. I don't know if that makes sense, where I'm like, I'm trying to, it's weird because I'm focusing on like the business end of things. Like, oh, you know, I want to figure this stuff out. And as soon as I go into business mode, I lose creative mode. I have not found a way to be able to balance both at the same time. And
like when you try to structure it too much?
When I try to structure it too much. So I haven't been filming skits in a while, and I have a couple that we wrote out and I really like them. I like the direction of them. The issue is that I get clogged up when I'm like, okay, you know, I need to sit down, take time, do this, and the thing that's clogging me up is the follow through, the marketing and the sales of it, where it's like, if I start focusing on ways to start marketing and okay, maybe I should be running ads, maybe I should be doing this, I lose my creative edge, and then I don't know, the ideas stop coming to me for creativity. So as soon as I go into business work mode, creative have fun mode it's like going away. I don't know what happens. So I know we've talked about it before too, where I'm like, what do you do? And you're so good at doing both. For me, I'm like, I don't know, man. I just want to make the art. I just want to make more art. You know, this podcast has been really fun for me. This is my 3rd episode only, but just being able to talk, man, and shit talk, dude. That's what this is all about. You know, just being able to shit talk and really enjoy the artistry of it and communication and talking. I feel like it's another avenue for me because I got a lot on my mind. So the podcast is fun.
Especially now, like when like people don't talk that much, it's just kind of like everything's so short form, everything's so like condensed, everything's so like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that these are so cool and so fun because then you get to introduce that like really human aspect into like creativity.
Yeah, no, but the other thing too is that everybody has a podcast, man. I think somebody was telling me that every single Obama has a podcast. So, do we need another podcast in the world? Probably not. And am I going to go out of my way marketing it? Probably not. The whole thing about it is like, let's get back to basics. The whole thing I wanted to do, the whole premise of it was I just wanted to talk shit. I just want to have some time, long form shit talking, and I don't want to worry about the growth of it, because when you start focusing on the growth of it, let me get this bigger, let me grow it, it loses its fun, man. The whole fun is, hey, Kyle or Mr. Yaam, Saturday morning, you want to come on the podcast? Hell yeah. And now we're here, we're talking shit, we're catching up. And it's just nice, man. It's nice. And I feel the same way with music. That's what I was talking to you about earlier too. You know, sometimes I get home from work and it's a Friday night and I'm like, dude, I want to just jam out, you know. I'll chop up some samples, lay down some drums, you know, find a little chord progression and just play with it, man. Just play with it.
Right.
And
instead of like, oh, I have to write a song.
The second that I start thinking about how am I going to show people this song, I'm like, dude, I don't even want to show people the song. Not that I don't, of course. It's just, it loses its fun. I think it's like a chef that opens up a restaurant, or somebody that enjoys cooking opening up a restaurant. You know, it takes a lot to manage a restaurant. It takes a lot. Yeah. And not that it's not possible, but you know, let's get back to basics. Like, you want to cook, you want to do that. So I think, anyway, that's the whole thing about it, where it's like, oh, you know, I want to just enjoy it and have fun.
Right.
That's top priority for me. Getting that creative energy out. I can't control it even if I wanted to. I'll be taking a dump and I'll have an idea for a skit and I'll just be cracking up, just writing this out, just sitting on the toilet laughing with my squatty potty.
Oh, you got one of those?
We just have a stool from Target. I assume it's the same thing though, right? Because the squatty potty is expensive.
Yeah. I think it helps.
It's nice. Everything just flows out.
Yeah. Unless
I saw the diagram. Don't eat corn, but I saw the diagram where your like intestines and sphincter and you know, they all line up flow. And like when you're hiking and you get the bubble guts, you got to go squat. And we were hiking. I don't know did I ever tell you when we were hiking up in it was some college. I don't even know. I think it was San Luis Obispo. I'm not sure. And they had an old architectural graveyard.
Okay.
And it was like people's, I think, master's or doctorate projects. So there was these crazy architectural pieces. They just took a bunch of land on the mountain. The college gave it to the kids. Go at it. Just develop whatever you want. And they created construction sites out there, and there's a bunch of installations, so you just walk through. It's called the architectural graveyard, and I'm gonna incriminate myself here, but I got bubble guts. Somebody developed it was a bathroom actually, and it was not a functioning bathroom, but in the architectural graveyard it was this curved wall bathroom, and inside the curves of the wall there was toilets. And they're on adjacent ends, so it's weird because you're outside taking a dump, but nobody could see you unless they go into the curves. It was cool architecture. And I'm like, that's funny. My Lord. I'm like, guys, stay over here. And I ran over and I took a dump in the art installation, bro. And it was pretty explosive. Like, I filled up that toilet, but I didn't have anything to wipe with. I was in the middle of nowhere.
I was about to ask, what did you do?
I used my sock. I had to take my sock off, and I had to wipe and put my shoe back on. So I'm walking around with one sock. Get around. We're enjoying it. Bubble guts again.
No.
So I'm running around. Yeah, Vanessa's helping me running around. We're looking for anything in the there was a ton of trees, bro. We're on the mountain, but no joke, the leaves were this big on the tree. I'm like, I can't wipe with that.
You used your other sock?
So I think I used both socks the first time. So I'm walking around without socks. Yeah, I know. So Vanessa found a child's mask on the ground, all dirty. It was like this big, a little blue mask. So I went and I climbed under. It was this house on like here's the mountain, and the house comes out like that. So I went under the house and unloaded, bro. And I was just squatting.
Normal person's house?
When you squat, the whole thing about it is that the poo-poo just whoosh, flies out all at once.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to like sit there and wait like when you're sitting on the toilet. It just flies out. So. What'd you ask me?
Like, it was just a person's house that you just went under?
No, it's in the architectural graveyard.
Oh,
So it was
okay.
just a house that somebody designed. Oh, yeah, no. It was a house that a student designed. Dude, I'm incriminating myself. But anyway, so I used this child's mask, and then I folded it inside, but it didn't finish the job, so I had to get my boxers. I didn't get COVID, but I had to take my boxers off and wipe with my boxers and leave them there. I had no choice.
Dang.
Yeah,
wow.
And then I walked back.
What did you eat? Did you have the Some Young Ho?
Some Young Ho. No, I had the Long Dong Walk.
It's either the Some Young Ho or Some Young Guy.
Some young guy. Some young guy. I wish I had some young guy. So I had to walk back. It was a couple miles, like a hike back, and I was just in my jeans. No boxers. I was wearing jeans, yeah. So I had no boxers on. I had no socks in my shoes, and I wasn't wearing a shirt because it was hot as hell. So it was just the jeans, and I think I was wearing boots, bro. So everything was trashed after that. Swamp ass. It was hot, humid up there in the mountains. But yeah, I don't know how we got there, but yeah, swamp ass season's coming back, bro. It's gonna be here soon.
It was like 10 degrees out earlier.
Oh, over there, 10 degrees.
Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be 50.
It's so bipolar over there.
It's the chemtrails. HARP, modulating the weather.
Mm-hmm. What'd you say?
No, I was gonna ask you what you thought about like all of the the renting and stuff, like all like the home ownership and everything, like the prices and stuff. Like, I don't know if you looked into it much. Like and like with like big corporations buying up properties and everything.
Yeah, I was listening to, you know who Grant Cardone is?
Yeah, I haven't listened to much of him though.
He's in that game. He actually started a firm. I don't know the details of it, but it's basically it's like shared real estate investment. So everyone's throwing in their money into a pot, and they're doing the investing for you and controlling the money. His whole thing though is that he's like, there's no point to owning a home. Millennials and the newer generations don't want homes, and every generation before us all wanted homes. So he's speculating. He's like, everyone's gonna die, and then the kids aren't gonna want the homes. And they think that millennials, they want to be more mobile, remote positions, moving around. So the home ownership standards that we've always had, I guess, are kind of disappearing, and they want to get to the point where everyone's renting. Which sounds like communism to me, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Doesn't it sound like communism if you don't own any property? Doesn't that seem a little weird?
Yeah. Like, because over here in Oswego, you remember there's like a big open field at like Douglas and Wolf's Crossing.
Okay.
They're building a subdivision there, and I was talking with my buddy, and he's like, yeah, they're building like I don't know, like like crazy amount of homes, like a full subdivision, and he's like, and none of them are for sale. They're all rental houses. That's crazy,
right?
Yeah, but no, I was just curious because like I've been looking at some of that stuff. It's I don't know. It's very interesting of all the things that we're kind of gravitating toward.
Yeah.
Wait, did you listen to that video of like the capitalism coming to a crash or whatever, right?
Oh, I sent it to you,
sent
right?
me that one, right?
Oh, yeah. I
Did you
don't know if I
finish it?
finished it, but I don't think
Oh,
I
okay.
finished it. I start going into it, and then I'm like, well, you know what? I don't know.
You say
I
this
get
is not. This does not spark joy.
It overwhelms me, and I'm like, oh, this can't be good. And, you know, I get really scared by the whole thing, bro. Like, the whole thing. Not that I'm a fan or supporter, but did you see Donald Trump was on that Full Send podcast a couple days ago, 2 days ago?
No.
Bro, he was on there, and he did an interview with these
He was talking
kids,
shit?
and he was talking shit, and it was just nice to listen to because he's been gone for so long. Not that I want to listen to him, but I want to stay up on things. I want to see what's going
Yeah.
on. And
Since he's been silenced for so long, basically.
he's been silenced. He's been completely silenced, and he's like, it was really funny because at the end of the interview, he's like, what are you guys going to do when you guys are silent? Or he's like, they're going to take this video down. And they're like, no, we're not. We're not even biased. Like, we're just reporting. He's like, you're going to get taken down. I want to see how you'll handle it. Sure enough, they took him down because Donald Trump, they called it disinformation about, Vanessa told me somebody said it was disinformation because he was talking about windmills and how they're not the best form of energy. And there's no maintenance on them. He went on about the windmills, but that's what they use as leverage, Google said, to take it down.
Jeez.
And yeah, bro. And I was talking to Vanessa about it yesterday, and you know me, I'm anti-government in every way. I don't think that they should be doing more than they not to get political. The government oversteps their boundaries sometimes. Yeah. That's all I'll say. And it concerns me that they're so in control of the narrative, and the media and everything's working together against us to the point where if you have an idea that differs, or even something that's like, okay, like this doesn't make any sense, like it just does not make any sense. Mm-hmm. Now you're almost like ostracized by your peers too, where it's like everyone's, you know, right. He's into this, he's into that, and it's not just about sharing your ideas, it's just about, why are you telling me that this is the idea? There's no other way around it. This is what it is. And if you know, turning the people against the people for having different ideas, you know, it's concerning to me. It's a little bit concerning.
Like what Jordan Peterson said on the what's his name, Pat.
Oh, Patrick Bet-David.
Yeah. And he's like, I don't even know what to call journalism anymore, because like the journalists are like in relationship working with like politicians or whatever, or whoever it is, and it's like they're supposed to be like their own thing. He's like, they're not even journalists anymore. Yeah,
bro, it's all controlled, and the second that I start thinking about it, I start getting freaked out, man. Not that I don't know what communism in America would look like. I don't even know if we're going communist. I mean, it could just be all speculation, but I don't know. I think COVID changed a lot of things.
We also don't have like much of a say or any like leverage at all. So it's hard.
Well,
that's the hard part.
Yeah, no, it concerns me. And just seeing what they do to people that are like what they did to Joe Rogan with, you know, saying that he's spreading disinformation. He was just interviewing people, and he had doctors on that have been doctors for a long time. They are the science because they're the doctors, and they're basically silencing him and trying to cancel. Yeah. I don't know, man. I can't even like start thinking about it. I get overwhelmed. I'm like, fuck, bro.
It's hard to digest.
Well, that goes back to my original point where it's like, yo, we're not in control. You know, we can control ourselves only. Right. We can control our reaction and our perception of things, and we can control our actions on the offense. That being said, is, you know, if we become a communist dictatorship, what are we going to do?
Right.
Can't do a whole lot. But, you know, this is the system. These are the rules of the game, and you got to bob and weave and maneuver within those within that scope. And I think that's, that's our responsibility. If they come and you can't own land, you can't own this, you can't own that, everybody's equal, you have all the same stuff. Well, those are the rules of the game, and we have to play it. We're not in control.
Yeah.
But
when are we going to get our property in Mexico?
I want to go to Mexico, man. I hear mixed reports, dude. Some people are like, do not go to Mexico, you will be killed immediately. And then other people are like, yo, like, you could be living it up in Mexico.
Right.
I want to own a cat farm, bro. That's my dream. And I want to have like a cat and garbage farm. Like, part of the property is just dedicated to garbage. I want to shoot garbage. You want to be like garbage.
Charlie from like It's Always Sunny, basically, out there.
No. I want to get a box truck, and there's so much like furniture and all this stuff on the streets of LA. I just want to I want to go get a box truck, fill it up, take it out to the desert, and I want to shoot it. I want to blow it up.
Okay.
I want to drive dirt bikes over it. I want to.
Oh, you make some ramps out of furniture?
Yeah, not just furniture, anything. Imagine. Like,
take it off some sweet jumps.
I'm telling you, man, that's what I want to do. And then when I'm done, I want to go tend to the cats and make sure they're fed and
we could do it. We could remember when we found out that Idaho is actually kind of cool.
Idaho's pretty cool, yeah.
We could do it in Idaho or Montana, maybe. But then it's cold.
The only issue with that, yeah, I don't ever want to see snow again for the rest of my life. I just saw it a couple weeks ago when we went up to the mountain. And I don't ever want to see it again, dude. I don't want anything to do with it. I hate it. I hate cold. I hate the cold. It was cold here recently. It's been getting cold at night, and I am such a baby, bro. It was like a low of like 50. And I had all my layers on. I had the sweatpants underneath my work pants, and I had a hoodie underneath my work shirt, and then I had a sweater underneath the hoodie.
At 50 degrees?
At 50 degrees, I'm a huge baby now, and say what you want, it feels like it hits different. I don't know. And
like it chills you down to your bones.
It's a gross, like, it's like, ooh, I'm cold.
Yeah.
And then the worst part of it all is that, of course, for whatever reason, I usually only poop in the mornings, but every day I wore the sweatpants, I had to poop at like 8 o'clock at night at work. And it sucked, dude, because there's too many layers between my ass and the toilet. Yeah. So I had to go in there and I had to get everything out. I basically had to get naked just to take a dump at work. And I'm always scared someone's gonna walk in and they're like, this is the guy that shits naked, and they're gonna talk about me,
Dang. Huh. And then you're a little swampy afterward?
Dude, there's too many layers. And the one nice thing, though, I will say, I was thinking about it, is that I'm a zipper. I'm always scared my flies down. And I always think, like, someone's going to freak out because there's just a python looking at him. And if you have the sweatpants on, I caught myself with my fly down the other day, and I'm like, oh, you know what? The sweatpants are there. They can't see nothing. So, I don't know. I was contemplating just leaving it down and seeing if anybody kind of looked.
Just wear your boxers backwards underneath.
Yeah, but how are you going to pee? That's the same issue,
Or you do like you poke through the thing, you don't pull the strap down?
See, my wiener's down to my ankles, so I need that hole. I gotta like fish it up and then hang it out the hole.
You got me wheezing out here.
Yeah, you sounded like that thing from Toy Story, remember?
The penguin.
The penguin. We were talking, my coworker was going to Disneyland, and I was talking about how... Never mind, I'm not even going into it. I'm cutting that.
No cuts.
There's going to be a couple cuts. Remember I shut the window at the beginning of the video?
Yeah, but it's funny. You got to show the people the real person.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I make mistakes. I always like, when I was filming it, just me, I was like looking out the window, and it's hard when you're not talking. You're like looking, and I'm like
it's tough to
around.
look at the camera. I've gotten better at it. But you
Well, when I'm
remember, you remember the
It
guy
helps you
commented?
think when you're looking around. Yes, no, it's been in my head ever since.
Like, who's after this guy? Because you kept looking around when you were in the car.
I'm just thinking. I'm like, if I look off, I'm like, oh, I can think now. If I look straight, and like my brain shuts off. Oh,
It like starts to take your soul, right?
I don't know what happens. Yeah, I don't know. You're just looking at the camera, and then you're like, well, what was I talking about? And then if I look out, because I got a nice view of the city here. Maybe I'll take a picture with my other, if I could find my trap phone.
Yeah, this guy got 2 phones.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm on FaceTime with you on the other phone.
What else? What else did you want to talk about? I know we talked. There was like a couple things.
I have a dead fly on my window, so everyone's gonna see the dead fly.
Yeah, you've been working out still?
Hold on 1 second. Get this video. I'm gonna cut this anyway.
This guy is the CEO of not being able to multitask.
I can't multitask. You know, they told me I had ADHD when I was a kid, and perhaps, dude, I think I perhaps have the best focus of anybody I know. Like, I can't multitask. I have such powerful focus, and they were like, well, this kid can't focus. Maybe they shouldn't have kept fucking talking about Abraham Lincoln, dude. It's always, every fucking year was Abraham Lincoln.
They just kept talking about stuff you didn't want to hear.
Abraham Lincoln. Okay, maybe I'll listen to it once, but I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't care. They put kids, you know, they hop them up on sugar with, you know, shitty cereal for breakfast and all this stuff, and throw them in a classroom, and then they're like, oh, you know what, he has this thing and he has to go on medication. And it's like, do they put me on Adderall when I was like
they
10?
pump you full of the all the artificial colors and sweeteners and stuff so that they can put you on the other thing,
bro. I'm telling you, man,
they make the money.
It's called making sales. These sales dogs, right, bro.
They're good. They're good salespeople.
They're good, man. They cause the problem and then provide a solution, you know. And it's not even a good solution, just a money-making solution for them.
They don't even try to hide it.
They're very open about it. I mean, we say what you want. If you say anything about it, you're a conspiracy theorist. So, they can silence people easily that way. No, I think that's cool. Yeah. You asked me if I was going to the gym. Been hitting the gym.
Nice.
Getting beefy. I'm just getting beefy, bro. I'm like,
are you getting beefy?
Putting on weight. Getting beefy, yeah.
You've been becoming a beefy 5-layer burritos?
Yeah. No, none of those.
No, okay. Maybe is that what made you go to the architectural firm?
No, we were camping on the beach the night before, and I had like, I wasn't even drinking. I think I had a hot dog or something. The night before, I had like one hot dog and maybe, Vanessa took beer, and she took Coronas and she marinated steak to make like a carne asada, really good, and she cooked it on the fire. So
that's what you can do.
Maybe it was just like, no, because it was definitely cooked, and beef's not a hazard. So something gave me the poo-poos. I don't know what I ate, but yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was really good though. It was worth it.
I created like another one of those like short like spotlight documentary things for a beer shop by me. So I haven't really been drinking too much beer, but like I had like 2.5 last night, and like my hands felt funky this morning. But
over the beer?
Yeah, there was this really good one. It was like, it's probably not something I would try like have very often, but it's kind of a cool flavor. It was like a white beer with lychee and
with what?
Lychee. It's like it's the Asian fruit.
Yeah, the little clear fuck.
Yeah. And then it was like, you know, like the milk lactose or whatever, like the creamy stuff to, like, you know, I don't know, whatever. It was good. It was cool, but it was definitely
nice.
thick and heavy.
Yeah, that gluten gets me, man. The gluten
Yeah.
always gets me, no matter what.
Yeah, but yeah, because I hit the gym this morning, and
You've been on that CrossFit vibe, huh?
yeah, dude, I feel really good. I was running around the playground the other day with Leilani, and it was like I was like running around having a good time, feeling like a very capable human being. It felt really awesome, dude.
No, yeah. I think it was Howard Stern. He was talking about how if like we were ever in a situation where we could be attacked by a predator, how we're all fucked. He's like, how are you gonna run away from it? I always thought that was funny. It was I don't remember what the context of it was, but I always think about that where it's like, yeah, like as a society we've come so far from grace as far as athletic ability, and like we don't move, man.
That like comes to my mind a lot because I'm like, man, like say the world shuts down, say World War III really happens, and like we just have to like figure out how to survive like we used to.
We're fucked.
And I'm like, oh man, like I need to make sure my body's capable.
You got to do it, man. You got to do it. But that's great. That's great. You're hitting the gym. It feels good, man. For me personally, I do it for the mental aspect. I feel
for real.
The amount of stress that it relieves for me is insane, dude.
The post-workout clarity.
Yeah, the post-workout nut clarity.
Yeah,
it feels good, bro. It feels really good. Like days that I skip now, I don't feel as good. I told you I'm not allowed to go to the grocery store anymore with Vanessa, right?
No.
Oh, she let me go yesterday, and
when you were at Walmart.
Yeah. I haven't gone in weeks. She doesn't let me because
you get mad.
There was this we went to Aldi, and there was this older woman in front of us in line, and she might have been Polish or in Eastern European. Is this what the accent sounded like? And they were ringing her up, and dude, it's like that lack of control. I was getting like, oh my god. And what was it? She was like, he scanned the bag of potato, and she's like, how much is that? He's like, oh, it's $2.99. Put that back. Okay. He scans the next thing. How much is that? It's like some laundry detergent. Yeah. He's like, it's $4.99. Put that back. Dude, she ended up getting, she had like the whole conveyor belt full of stuff and only got like 3/4 of the stuff. So this guy is stacking the laundry detergent, the bag of potatoes, and all this stuff. I'm like, so while she was doing
she couldn't look at the price when it was in the store. Yeah,
well, I was so irritated. I'm like, the fucking price is next to the shit before you pick it up. And Vanessa's like, stop it. And she's all mad. And I'm like, no, it's bullshit, bro. You're wasting everybody's time. Like, you're wasting our time and energy. And I just want to get the shit and go back to the house. That's all I want to do. But man, sometimes you're not in control, and I can only control my reaction to it. So we went to the store yesterday. Vanessa told me I wasn't allowed to go anymore. She's like, I'm gonna go by myself. You're too naughty.
You're too fired up, dog.
I hate that word. Naughty.
Oh yeah, you're naughty.
Naughty. It feels
you're
like
a bad boy.
You're a naughty
You're
boy.
gonna get it.
I don't like it. I don't like saying
what
it.
What do you keep looking
gross.
at, bro?
Oh, I'm making sure that the audio is still recording.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was worried that somebody was after you.
No one's after me. I'm not thinking either. I was just making sure that the audio was still recording.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that sounds good, man. We should we have to do this again sometime soon.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it again.
Yeah.
What else you gotta ask? What else you gotta I'm not necessarily an expert, so I don't have like a ton of like information. I just know a lot about like a lot of things, like
You know a lot about a lot of things.
instead
You're
of
a
like
genius.
one thing.
You are a
I've been
genius.
thinking about that a lot, dude. I think that I definitely like am extra convinced I'm a genius lately.
No, I've been telling you for years, man. Like, you are a genius.
Genius, like Kanye's thing, or like a genius?
Oh, I have to finish that. I'm on the second episode. It's good. It's good.
Yeah,
a
it's
good
cool.
Little documentary. Yeah.
I think it's cool to see like
Yeah.
his hustle and his grind.
Yeah, dude, he's so dedicated. It's super inspiring. I think that also, keep plugging away at what you're doing, and make sure you're documenting yourself. So,
Thanks,
you
dude.
can throw your documentary up there. People can see your come up.
Yeah, dude.
You know, tell that story.
Definitely.
Make that your big story.
Yeah.
Maybe start a vlog or keep going with your podcast.
Yeah, I've been excited. I think I'm going to start an actual, like, taking YouTube seriously, too.
Dude, YouTube's cool, man. I had one video that's doing well. My subscribers just keep going up every day. I get like 1 to 5 subscribers. And it's been super
Nice.
consistent for a while, so it just keeps going up.
Yeah,
And,
I was like...
dude, it's more nice, you know?
Yeah, and I was, like, looking at, like, that Mr. Beast guy I was telling you about.
Yeah, I'll have to
he's
check
been
that
on
out.
a
You
few
have to send me
podcasts
sometime.
lately, and his was, like... Basically, like, he came up with a formula to go viral. And he's like, yeah, it's like, you just got to make sure it's good. And it, like, fired me up of, like, yeah, I can do it. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, definitely. You got to do it. Yeah, send me that stuff. I'm interested in checking it out.
Yeah, for sure. It's cool talking to you, dude.
It was cool talking to you too. I miss you, man. I miss you.
Me too.
Kyle and I always used to, or Mr. Yaam and I always used to have. I went to Home Depot. I garbage picked a garbage can.
Oh, yeah.
A metal garbage can. And he had this townhouse. Homeless edition. And we used to go in his backyard and have a bonfire in the garbage can. And we used to just talk shit. And we used to do that at least once a week. And that was my therapy for a while. I miss that, man. I miss that. I was like, you got to come on the podcast. Too. I need to have, I know we don't have a fire, but
next time,
technology. Yeah. Hey, I might be going to Chicago in May. My cousin's having a baby. I want to see the baby.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
So maybe, unless you come here, if you want to take my mom's car with you, you could do that too. But
I'll do 2 road trips back to back. I'll ride with you from here to there.
Yeah.
When
Let's
you
do
fly
that.
here for the baby.
That sounds like a good idea.
We didn't even talk about aliens this time.
Well, we could do another pod. Why don't I go on your podcast?
Yeah, we'll talk about aliens. I'll make you seem like a really crazy guy.
I'm a crazy guy. Yeah, when am I going on your podcast? We have this set up already.
I don't know, probably right after this.
Yep. Let's get it going.
Just kidding. Yeah, we'll put a date down soon.
Cool. That sounds great.
All
right, bro. You have a nice day.
You can find me at yaam.media on all my platforms. So if you guys want to find any more stuff,
I'll plug you, bro. I got you.
Yeah, put in. You can find that in the show notes below. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Hey guys, my name's Kyle.
Mr. Yaam.
Say goodbye to Mr. Yaam.